Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Zarjarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. On the global side, we now have the Dragon Ball Fusions Extreme Z Battle and Extreme Z Awakenings for the 4 units you can see here. We have the AGL Bullpen, the Tech Karoli, the Strength Barlot, and the Int Pandel. So in this video, we're going to be talking about team builds and tactics for taking on all 30 stages so you can get all 30 of these Dragon Stones and all of the Awakening Medals for these units. So get into all the information here in a minute, but first, make sure you're checking out those links in the description below to follow me on my social media pages and join the awesome Discord community where we have tons of people playing Dokkan Battle and Dragon Ball Legends. Always a fun place to hang out and chat and get any in-game help you may need, so I look forward to seeing you over there. If you're new to the channel or you haven't done so already, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future content like this. Make sure you drop a like on the video today if you find any useful information, and comment down below if you need any additional help or if you have any other questions. So let's go ahead and hop over to the Dokkan Wiki real quick and let's take a look here. Of course, the category that we want to bring in are crossover category units, because they will be the ones to be able to deal more damage and take less damage from these units. But let's go ahead and take a look. So this is actually a little bit more of an interesting Extreme Z battle because we go through basically 4 different phases with the 4 different units. So we start out with the Int Pandel. So you want to bring in, basically, you could really overthink this because there are a lot of crossover category units, and you could really go in and try to make the best team possible. But the event isn't too hard as long as you go by one thing. Make sure you have a good leader, and then also try to put as many type advantageous units as possible with the enemy that you're going in. So for example, for the first 7 levels, you want to try to bring in Fizz units. For stages 8 through 15, you want to bring in Tech units. Stage 16 through 22, bring in AGL units, and then 20 through 30 and beyond, you want to bring in Int units. So the one thing you want to avoid is any strength units really from stage 16 onward, but even before that, you'll have type disadvantage from stages 8 through 15. If you want to bring in strength units, because some of the crossover category units that are strength do give some buffs to allies and things like that, so you can bring them in if you want, but they're not going to be doing a lot of damage, especially past stage 16, because you get additional damage reduction of 80% with those strength units. So again, there are a lot of different things you can do. I'm not going to break it down too much, but the main thing you want to do is just have a good leader unit and then make sure you have type advantage over the unit or the enemy that you're going against. So, of course, for this, we've got 30 Dragon Stones, lots of hidden potential orbs, all of the Extreme Z Awakening medals you can see there, and some, we get 3 of each of the Grand Kais besides Fizz Grand Kai, of course, but not too bad there. And then we also have some awesome missions here. You can get some Dragon Stones and some Hercule statues, so if you are trying to get some Zenny, that's a good way to do it here because of the missions that are associated with it. But let's take a quick look at the crossover category. The main 2 lead units going to be our Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and the Zeno Pan. So definitely, or Xenopan, very good leader skills actually, 170% and 150% lead for crossover, but if you have any of these sub-units, also worth bringing in. But you can see here, let's just scroll real quick and take a look at the crossover category units. Quite the list of units to bring in. And again, if you can, try to avoid strength units, but if you need to bring one in, they're just not going to be doing a lot of damage. And I'll show you examples of the teams that I used when I was taking on each of the phases of the event. Something I did want to say is if you have Dragon Ball Heroes units, so realize that all Dragon Ball Hero units are crossover category, but not all crossover units are Dragon Ball Heroes, if that makes sense. So if you do have if you bring in a Dragon Ball Heroes category lead unit, most of your units will be good, but for example, just one of the examples, this LR Kid Goku, the free-to-play LR there, he's not going to be able to take advantage of the Dragon Ball Heroes leader skill because he's not Dragon Ball Heroes, but he can take advantage of the crossover. So just be careful when you're building your team to make sure that if you are using the Dragon Ball Heroes lead, that you have all Dragon Ball Heroes units. And again, if that makes, hopefully that makes sense. If not, you guys can drop a comment down in the comments below and question me, and I'll help you out further. But let's go ahead and hop over to Dokkan Battle. I am on stage 30. We're just going to do that last one. Again, the event has not been too hard up to this point, but here are the teams that I used. I got them set up. Here was for the Int Pandel, this was my Fizz team. For the AGL Bullpan, this was my Tech team. For the Strength Barlot, this was my AGL team. And of course, for the current one, which is the Tech Karoli, this is the guy that I'm using. So, or this is the team that I'm using. So again, don't have to think too crazy into it, but this is really, where it's going to be at. I actually do have the Xenopan, but I forgot to awaken her. So unfortunately, if you haven't awakened some of your Super Dragon Ball Heroes units, the events for the Awakening Medals are not available currently, so I did get hit by that. So although I would want to bring that the Int Xenopan in, I was not able to awaken her, so I'm just sticking with the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Really good unit in general. He's an MVP as far as getting some dodges in, and he does actually, something cool with his passive is he does give crossover category allies key +1, attack and defense +20%. So he is really good for this event in general. Let's go ahead and take on stage 30.
Let's do this.
Again, if you do have any additional questions, make sure to drop them down in the comments below, and I'll help kind of form your teams with you, or you can hop over to the Discord chat where we have a bunch of other people who are always willing to help out. You take screenshots of your box and your units, and we'll help you out as much as we can there. Let's go ahead and hit this up here. I actually didn't have the Int Pandel on the team. She is not Extremely awakened up to the point of, obviously I'm not able to get her all the way awakened, but I haven't awakened her all the way that I can so far. So with that being said, if you do awaken her, go through all of the steps except for the final steps, you can probably be doing a little bit more damage than she's going to be doing right here. I do have her rainbowed out, but she's, doesn't hit too hard, but she doesn't do too bad. Again, like I said, as long as you are bringing in type advantageous units, you should be good to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and just do this. Try to save some of these orbs for next rotation. And go ahead and pull that out there. And it's cool to see that some of these animations have gotten much better. So pretty cool there. With the, we got some Dokkan Awakenings over the last year for some of the units that were older Super Dragon Ball Heroes units. So really cool stuff there. And there you can see, even though this Super Saiyan 4 Vegito doesn't have type advantage, he still does some pretty good damage. Like I said, he is probably the MVP for the entire event. Even when you're going against that Strength Barlot, as long as you put him in the right spots, he usually doesn't take too much damage. And we're actually going to keep Fu there. And let's go ahead and we should be able to finish at this rotation. And you can see there sometimes old Fu does some dodging built in with his kit. So pretty good stuff there if you're trying to mitigate some damage. And he does some pretty good damage himself. And this should be the end of it right here, because we're going to get into the additional super attack here. And good stuff. So, again, I didn't see too much difficulty with the event overall. This Extreme Z Battle, stage 1 through 30, like I said, as long as you're sticking with as much of the type advantageous units on your team as you possibly can, you should be able to take it out and get all 30 Dragon Stones and all the Awakening Medals without too much trouble. But if you are running into some issues, again, make sure you're staying away from the strength type units if you absolutely do not have to bring them in, because they're not going to be doing a lot of damage. And then make sure that your leader skill is being, is giving your whole team the proper buffs and everything like that. So that's everything for the video today. Hopefully you guys did find some useful information. If you did, make sure to drop a like on the video and comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, or let me know what teams you guys have been using to beat these events. If you saw maybe there was a better team that you were able to bring in that you didn't see in the video today, I'd like to see that. Let me know down in the comments section below. And again, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you stay up to date on future content on the channel. Make sure you're checking out the links in the description to follow me on my social media pages and join the awesome Discord community. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by and checking out the video today. We'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.